Tonight, we are taking questions about 5-minute multiboxing for anybody who wants to ask. Meanwhile, we are going to do we need to make some gold. So we're going to do that by emptying our packs and going into Ubers and actually trying out a ridiculous setup that we're gonna explore a little bit because and in fact I gotta pick up more food. I'm gonna pick up more food. Hunters on this server are doing just crazy DPS with no gear at all. So it is exploit time. We will take it to the limit on hunters, DPS, and crap like that. Let's heal up. Let's heal our armor. Have to get a blacksmith in the group. It's a must. Ooh, can anybody use this gun? This is a 28 DPS gun. That's pretty mediocre. But it has 220 cast time. And you really want long cast times for my aim shot code. It hopes for cast times in the 3-second range. So this gun would probably be better, although it has a bad stat in stamina. On this patch, or in this server, I don't know which, but probably on this patch, hunters don't share stats with their pets, but pets do get things like Heart of the Wild and True Shot Aura, which is odd because it kind of makes pets better under marksman hunters in a way. Although I haven't really explored Beastmaster lately, and if pets keep doing this kind of damage, I'm going to have to explore Beastmaster and get back to that. I mean, I'm okay with Beastmaster. Don't get me wrong. I like Beastmaster. I was always a Beastmaster until recently. Until I started noticing in Molten Core my pet uptime. Once I noticed in Molten Core my pet uptime, I was like, Beastmaster's stupid. Because my pets were always dead about 5 seconds into the fight. Not enough money, Olympic. Let's give him some money. I don't really have that much money. That's why we're doing this tonight. Did some Molten Core last night. Did a bunch of Molten Core last night. I played Molten Core for about a good 3 hours, including a test pool on Gehennis. And the bottom line is that, you know, we're definitely farming trash now. No doubt about it. We're in full trash farming mode. But it's not fun. And it's not fun because it's like pissing into the wind a bit. The mobs respawn so fast. I mean, in 10 to 15 minutes, that it is completely frustrating if you really want to just chill, you know, clear the trash in part of Molten Core, chill for a moment, go get a drink, go to the bathroom. No, there's none of that. All right. Ancient Core Hound respawn. Kills your raid while you're not looking. You know, or Annihilator respawn. Kills your raid while you're not looking. It's not fun. It's not fun for me right now, and what it comes down to is Um, you know, the raids that here that are clearing molten core, they clear molten core really well and very quickly. You know, they've got raids here clearing molten core in 2 hours, and that is absolute, you know, crazy town right there. 2 hour molten core. Um, and so yeah, what's up? What's up? Truthful enough said, woo, multi-box time. And Jester, yeah, dude. It's a bit demoralizing right now. Now, there's one other issue. There's one other aspect of trash clearing in molten core that is aggravating. And do I have all mounts on these guys? How about that? Good on me. And good on that guy, a bit of the universe, who gave mounts to all my hunters. I'll tell you about this raid here in a second, and why this raid is special. But let me just finish my thought about molten core on Project Azeroth, which, by the way, is a very good server, very stable. Seems correct in most aspects, and I really like the fact that, you know, a lot of the vanilla mechanisms, spell mechanisms, mostly, honestly, monster spell mechanisms, are working, you know, as in vanilla. That's exciting, all right? Other things aren't working, and it makes me kind of sad. And like, actually, the Warlock Pyroclasm doesn't work. You're supposed to have a 26% chance to stun mobs. Either every mob at level 60 is unstunnable, or it's not working, because I don't see anybody being pyroclasmed. Yeah, so I have to. Chaos has been very forthcoming in working with me and working with the population, you know, on any aspects of the server that need changing. And yeah, the point I was trying to make to him is, you know, nobody comes to a baseball game to see the umpires ump. All right, the umpires are part of the game. They need to be there, okay? But nobody comes to watch them. And it's very similar with trash. Nobody comes to World of Warcraft to clear trash. They come to kill bosses, right? And if the trash is excessively hard or excessively annoying, it takes the fun out of the game. It kind of robs the fun from the game, and especially where, you know, it is not even vanilla. For example, the lava spawns jumping back up to 100% health whenever they split. Now imagine that. You're trying to kill your lava spawn. It's already stressful because you don't want any more lava spawns. But if you fail to kill the lava spawn, that spawn goes to 100%, and the next spawn, of course, is at 100%. So now you've already failed to kill one lava spawn in time. Are you going to kill 2 lava spawns in time at that point? No. It is a guaranteed wipe. And that kind of pressure, though exciting, is not accurate to vanilla. That is definitely not Blizz-like. And also the spawns seem to be popping too fast. But that's another story. I need... Chaos has you know, made it plain that he's going to work with me on this stuff, all right? If I can come up with evidence that there's anything wrong. So, you know, we kind of started that this morning on, and we've had a very easy time of it on the Eye of Naxxramas in Strat. I mean, the Eye of Naxxramas in Strat on this server is ludicrous. It's just broken. You can do a 45-minute run in real WoW and see 1 eye in the whole run. Maybe 2. If you try to do a 45-minute run here, you will see an eye, you will see 20 eyes, right? And that means you don't get to go to the bathroom. You don't get to do anything if you're just doing a casual clear. You have to be just sitting there waiting for the next eye to pop. And that's why we're not going back to strat ever again. It's just too frustrating, too aggravating, and too much heartache for what you get out of it. So we won't be doing strat until that changes. Hopefully it will change, but yeah, the eye should be extremely rare, once every 20 to 30 minutes. So, oh, what am I doing here? Just force of habit. It's just force of habit. I've got 15 guys. I think I'm going to go clear trash in Molten Core. That's not what I was going to do. Anyway, I was talking about Molten Core, and I was just completely consumed by what I was saying. All the trash up to the Baron, we can do everything. The exception is, and we can do it, pretty fast. If I'm honest, we're moving fairly fast with very high DPS for our gear level. But if you come across a double Fire Lord pull, since you cannot banish Fire Lords, and I hope to God that's not true with Lava Elementals and Flame Guards and Firewalkers, but since you cannot banish Fire Lords, if you come across a double Fire Lord pull, you will wipe. It is a guaranteed one wipe. Now, we can kill both Fire Lords before we wipe, but we should not have to have a guaranteed wipe. And I hope that as I gear up, I'm assuming that as I get good gear on everybody, which I don't have. I've got raid adequate gear on about 35-ish of 40 people. All right. And I'm doing much more DPS on this raid than I do on my fully geared team in vanilla gaming. I haven't really explored why that is. Part of it is hunters, and that brings me to Ubers. So what's going on with hunters? Hunters are the queens of battle. All right, not queens of battle. People might be uncomfortable with that. It's an old term. It's an old expression. All right, it doesn't mean they're fags. Yeah, this is Project Azeroth. Hunters are the kings of battle in raid. And nobody can beat them. Nobody can even come close if they do everything right and keep their pets alive. So I've switched up my Ubers team to have all 5 of my hunters, and I'm expecting it will go very well at the Ren fight. Much better, much easier than normal. I mean, I've only ever killed Ren once here, and I've tried twice. So I've tried once more after killing him, and it didn't go well that day, so I scrapped it. But today it should go better. So yeah, it's you can say, oh, but it's just trash, who cares what the repops are. While I was setting up for Gehenna's, all right, I did one test pool of Gehenna's just to see how hard everything hit, whether my guys could burn down the Flame Wakers and blah blah blah. While I was pulling Gehenna's after buffing after a wipe on one of the bad core hounds, the Ancient Hysteria, the Confusion core hounds can sometimes wipe me still. Just in the time it took to res up from that core hound, buff up, get ready to pull Gehenna's. another core hound popped right in front of him. And I backed away and I just said, no. Nope. I just noped right out of it. I said, this is too much. I don't like it when, I have to do repops while I'm doing a raid boss. Am I still multiboxing on vanilla gaming? Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in 4 weeks, but I ain't done there. There's still plenty to do. I actually just told a lie. I actually did a Jindu run this week because, as it happens, the power outage caused this server to go down for a little while. So I went over to Vanilla Gaming and chatted with some of my old friends and did a Jindu run and failed. I only did one try. It was my B raid, but I still wiped. I was like, damn, what the hell? I didn't have poisons though on my rogues, so I did have an excuse for failing. Am I rating 40 accounts right now? No, this is just 15. I'm just doing a little bit of Ubers. Now, these pulls aren't going to be nearly as fun as my normal pulls because, well, I mean, maybe they are. Because on my normal pulls, I can just like come in here and AoE these guys down, but it looks like the hunter cats are actually taking plenty good care of them. That is 1600 DPS. Yeah, if I come in with my AoE team, my normal AoE team, I just walk into these rooms and hit the 5 button and it's over. Not a big deal. But what we just did there, that was very safe. That was nice and safe, and we did do some AoE at the end. It wasn't as high a group DPS, but nobody came close to getting killed. When you bring the AoE team in, you always have that possibility that things are going to set up badly and you're not going to get aggro on a few things, and one of your warlocks or mages is going to get burned down, and then you have to sit there and pull res. So yeah, there's a bit more burning down, but there's much less risk with the cats. And as you can see, the number one DPS in my raid is the cats as a team. These are the hunter pets that seem to be doing a lot of damage. That's all I'm saying. Do you only multi-box horde on VG? I have a 40 man who's halfway done, okay, on Alliance, but it was going so slow that I was just like, this is slow. I made one change to 5-minute molding. You don't have it, but I think maybe you do have it. I think it's in the latest release. And the change is not a good one, and that is when I'm main tank and I'm losing I lose all targets, I don't run the function that I used to run when I lose all targets. So I'm responsible for picking my next target, and I'm actually not really good at that. Eli's really good at that. I'm not so good at that. So I think I'm going to put it back in that when I have no target, I'm going to select a nearby target in combat. I was having some issues with that function, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. And let's burn these guys down, AoE style. One of my warlocks was stunned. Now, Pyroclasm. I would love for Pyroclasm to work because I use Hellfire a lot. Everybody knows it. Hellfire is amazing. Pyroclasm has so much promise. Chance to stun on your Hellfire. It's just not happening. Not on Vanilla Gaming and not on Project Azeroth. So, kind of sad about it. Would love for that to work. Notice I'm not even backing the Hunters up right now. Hunters, you know, do a lot of damage. They can do some serious damage with, what is this freaking total? Current fight? I don't know why. Pretty much nobody's doing much damage right now. Cats are sucking all the air out of the room. Let's buff up just a little bit. But no, I want to do Alliance. I do. I don't want to do Alliance on this server because people will, you know, accuse me of win trading in AV. So on this server, I want to go into AV on my Horde team, but I'm not going to make an Alliance team. So still looking for people who will bring their 40-man team into AV a few more times, maybe a bunch more times, because we had a really good time that night. I mean, really good. Let's interrupt the summoner. Aw, you didn't get to summon anything. Wow, that sucks, dude. So 1600 group DPS, it's fine. I mean, without much AoE, I've got one mage, one warlock. That's fine. It's always better to do less DPS and lose nobody than to do more DPS and lose somebody. Always. You will always make up the time in less rezzing and less buffing. But anyway, CMAC 420, I am running only 15 accounts right now. However, when I am running 40 accounts, it does look a lot like this because my two side computers are running 10 or 15 of the 40. Somebody asked me for, oh, I'm out of Sacred Candles. Money's an issue. Money is an issue. So we're gonna try and get some money tonight. That's what we're trying to do. Oh, two summoners. What's up? Burn those summoners down. Now I have two new keys I want to talk about tonight. I've got new functionality in 5-minute multiboxing. The first key is Alt-1. Now, everybody knows what Alt-1 does. Alt-1 says, focus me, target my target. All right? It says, I'm now the leader, focus me, target my target. See how it's saying assist tanks on all those guys? Assist tank. All right? But what it does now is, what it also does now is, it has everybody who heals, who can heal, will heal if we're out of combat. And it's used during buffing. So when we're buffing, I've stopped making people heal. I used to make the shaman heal when you're buffing, but the shaman would just heal a little bit, then drink some water. Heal a little bit, then drink some water. Screw that. So what I do now is I took all the heals out of the one key. When you're finished buffing, and you've still got somebody who needs healing, you just hold the Alt key down, hit the one key, and everybody heals everybody. It's awesome. I love it. It's a great thing. It's a good thing I did. What's up? People are back. The other button that I want to talk about is backup all melee. And this is a hotkey net change. This is not a super macro change. This is a hotkey net change. So when I hit the R button, I did say R, right? It's not working. When I hit the R button, did I not say R? Did I say Y? No. Oh, I must have redefined it. I got to remove that definition. Duh. It didn't take because I defined the key twice. Yeah, see, it says movement key, hotkey, scroll lock on R has already been used. All right, so when I hit the R button, I want all melee to take a step back. And on this server, it's really important because overrunning is a real problem on this server. I don't know why it's less of a problem on vanilla gaming, but on this server, it's a real problem. So I make all melee take a step back when I hit the R button. It's obviously not working right now because I did it wrong in HockeyNet, but I will get it right. But not in front of you guys because HockeyNet contains all my accounts and passwords and crap like that. So screw that. I don't do Hotkey Network while I'm streaming. Whew, this is chaotic. Chaotic, I say. Kill those summoners. Summoners will summon forever. See, normally what I have to do is what I just did there. I hit the down key and backed everybody up to keep the mobs in front of them. But that's not a good method. Why is that not a good method? Because once you back everybody up, you're also backing healers who are casting heals up. And if you back a healer who's casting a heal at exactly the wrong time, someone's going to die. So it's important that I have a back all melee button up, including all tanks. At first I thought, okay, it's just going to be back all melee but not tanks. No, I want tanks to take a step back too. So I included all tanks in it. What's this curse we have on us? Legged, what's up, man? Shoot, it's been a long time since I streamed, man. Like days and days. I was talking about that MC run, and you know what? I'll cover it again since it was right at the beginning of the stream. But the MC run went great. On the one hand, we are fully clearing trash and are capable of killing all types of trash mobs before Baron-Geddon. All of those mobs, although I haven't done the flame imps, the fire imps, all of the mobs before Baron-Geddon we're fully capable of clearing. That is not to say everything is sunny in Philadelphia, because the repops are really fast on this server, like really fast. Like you need to roll in, kill all the trash, and pull the boss. And no mistake. No wipes. No messing about with you know, trash being an issue, or no messing about with having a hard time with trash. You need to not have a hard time with trash. You need to get your ass into the boss, pull, and go before trash respawns. This is especially important on Gehenna's, who I was trying to do last night, who I tested out a few times, because there's a lot of trash that spawns right in the area or right in front of Gehenna's. And after I killed the same core hound about the 20th time, I finally called it and said, this is not workable for me. It's not fun. Maybe I'll come back when I have a hell of a lot more gear. So oh my gosh. Wasted a few hours in BRD trying to get loot that isn't even released in this patch. Oh man. That is rough, bro. Super rough, bro. That actually makes me smile. That's funny. That's something I would do. I did get my might bracers yesterday, so I'm pretty jazzed about that, dude. Might bracers, rock on! And no, I do have them on, but I just put my fire set on. My fire set has not been reprogrammed to use my might bracers yet. What's up? Welcome back. I thought I just sold all my stuff. I guess I didn't sell enough, but I'm already full. My bag's are already full. Would this server be going to 1.12.1? I think so. I mean, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. So, okay. Let's kill this fire guy. Pew, pew, pew. Bum bum. This is probably too close for my hunters to actually even take the shot. Take the shot. Just work slowly. Nobody's going to get hurt here, so you might as well just work slowly and really prep to get Pyromancer. There I was, not targeting anything. The pets will not eat anybody if I'm not targeting. They seem to slow way down. Fury swipes, OMG. Get up the ramp a little bit, you dummy. Let's burn this guy down. I wear fire gear for this guy now. See? Fury swipes has no fire gear. That's what you get! That's what you get, Fury swipes! Yeah. True strike shoulders. I mean, one of my hunters can use it, definitely. That guy who's wearing Of the Owl, bro, is gonna get some very nice true strike shoulders, and my my rogue already has them. So, bam! Ember Fury Talisman. It's got fire resist, right? Does Fury Swipes already have his? I think he does. He's already wearing his. I'm wearing mine. Let's res people. And oh man, let's make this guy go away. We'll just put him in a timeout. All right. Is the trash dropping lots of loot? You know, that's a really good question, because the trash here in Ubers drops tons and tons of loot, right? But in Molten Core, it does not seem to drop any more loot than what I'm used to in vanilla gaming. So I'm feeling like the Molten Core trash may not have elevated drops. It may still drop extra greens, but I'm still not sure. So let's see, someone must have a really crappy thing. 1% crit would be an upgrade. You do. You have a crappy thing. Yeah, you can't 10-man the dungeons. But the dungeons, even though you can't 10-man the dungeons did get nerfed when they went to 5-man only. So, I mean, you really... The real problem there is I'll take 10-man and harder over 5-man and nerf, of course, because I'm a multi-boxer. And so the real problem there is if you're doing a lot of boxes, if you're trying to get to 40 boxes, you just it takes you longer if you have to do it with 5-man dungeons. All right, NNJ3K, you did a shitload of code updates yesterday and just steamrolled Undead Strat with my 10. Hey, so Undead Strat, bro, I was kind of whining a bit about the Eye of Nax popping every 2 minutes and how annoying that was. Are you doing okay, NNJ, with Eye of Nax? I mean, I experimented with targeting him automatically and stuff like that, but still, I mean, I do want to take some breaks and I do want to go get a cup of coffee or a Coke or something, but every time I come back, there's 20 stone skin gargoyles swarming me. And yes, I did watch a full 2006 episode of Strat to again confirm what I already knew, which is Eye of Nax should almost never pop. It should pop once or maybe twice for a full 45-minute run, and that's exactly what was happening in 2006. So anyway, Eli has as much as said that he's not actually going to do any more strat runs until that's changed because it's too annoying for him. But let's see what's going on here. Oh, you know what? I did not check for Jed, and Jed's not here. If you have to run back, you'll get... And that's another thing. I mean, the gargoyles... Oh, geez, this is going to be bad. Oh, this is Wipe City right here. Oh, geez. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Wipe City. Oh. Interrupt that flame strike. No, we didn't interrupt the flame strike. Because you did not interrupt that flame strike, you are going to die. Let's find a landing zone for my shaman. No landing zone for the shaman. What were we talking about? If you have to run back, you will get extra eyes and gargoyles. Yeah. It seems like you get extra eyes and gargoyles no matter what. Just a heaping helping of extra eyes and gargoyles. That's what we got for you. And, all right, so what else? Once I got my spells and codes sorted out, I was managing to AoE down everything, even if I got extra pulls. Woo! Yeah, I mean, we don't have a problem with it, but it slows things down without being... It's just not necessary. It's not vanilla-like. It's not necessary. It makes the thing stressful in ways it doesn't need to be, and it forces me to play a game that you know I really don't want to play, which is head stuck at the screen, having to watch at all times. You can't get up, man. Otherwise, the Eyes of Nax never stop casting gargoyles. You can come back and there'll be 20 gargoyles. That's also not Blizz-like. So there you go. Is it a game breaker? No way, man. Ain't no game breaker. Ain't no game breaker. Oh, look at that guy. He's looking at me. He's looking. He's like, hey, is that guy over there dangerous? Should I do something? Should I cast a spell that way? Nope, I didn't see him. It's not my job to look that way. You want me to patrol and look right? Screw that. When I first started playing WoW, and all the games like this, I mean, it always drove me crazy. You know, there was no suspension of disbelief like there was playing D&D or something, where you could, you know, really kind of get into the world and stuff. But no, here you're standing in a dungeon. The monsters are standing 20 feet away from you. They see you. They're looking right at you, but they don't come. It's very, you know, unrealistic. And it always bothered me when I first started playing these games, and, you know, did not think of them as chess pieces or, you know, moves on a chessboard. I was trying to, you know, have an adventure. So I got over it. So did 20 million other people. What is this? This is Ubers. Zolder Ubers. Ubers with 5 hunters, which I think we're going to do very well with. Very, very well. Okay, have to say it is easier on here with 10 than 5 geared guys on VG. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Love the 10-mans. You know, I come here for raiding. I do this for raiding. I don't do this for 5-mans. 5-mans are actually pretty easy to multi-box. You just throw a quick heal in there. Done. Do a few things. Easy. You know what's not so easy? Getting a raid boss down. That's hard. And that's what I'm here to do. I want to get gear that I couldn't otherwise get. Alright, let's kill those dragon thingies. We're going to back up a little bit, actually. Just make sure everybody's on me. And I'm just hitting the 3 key right now. This is super lazy mode. So there's a pull here in Ubers that is actually really hard to avoid wiping on when you're multi-boxing. Thorium widget! That's got to be good, man. Let's pick that up. I'm about to make an engineer, so I gotta you know, start paying attention to things that drop maybe. For Ubers, can you put a hunter in the beast's room and use Eyes of the Beast to pull Drac so you don't have to kite? I've never thought about doing that. And I'm an Eyes of the Beast lover. I'm an Eyes of the Beast lover, man. Man, shut up. Come over here. Fight. Sucker. Don't pull those dragonkin. That's a great idea. I've never thought about that. But no, that's not how I do the general. The general, I just sleep his ads with 2 druids. This is a 2 druid squad, and they set up and they sleep the ads, and then we just kill the general really fast. And then we wipe on the ads. At least that's what happened last time. But I don't care. If you wipe on the ads, you still win. So what I'm doing here is I'm bringing my guys over. These are my dragonkin sleepers. Okay. I'm bringing them over here, and this is really important. Oh my gosh! Everybody's following me now. I have to back everybody up a step without dropping those guys into the whelps. Okay. You're gonna sleep that guy. You're gonna sleep that guy. All right? That's their job. They're gonna pull with sleep, and that's the F3 button in 5-minute multi-boxing. Look at them. Look at them sleeping things. Boink. Okay, one of them actually didn't go to sleep, but we're gonna kill this flame scale first because he's bad. This guy did go to sleep eventually. Hey, why is nobody doing anything? Suckers. We're killing. We're killing. What's going on? Shield wall's up. What's going on? Oh, 5-minute multiboxing. It shut down. You know why? Because I freaking had the stupid debug window on. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a big ass wipe. I wonder if there's a way to save this. Reload, maybe? Did that work? Did that work? Nope. Okay, so what happened there was, had my 5-minute multi-boxing going, and look, I had the actions on this PC window open, but if you have actions on this PC open on HotKeyNet, it will eventually lock up. This is something I found out through hard-earned experience. And let's see if I can, is my, oh, brutality is still up. Is there anybody who can res who's also up? Nope. No, there's a run back, unfortunately. But the run backs on this server are much less painful with the 1.4, 1.5 speed. I forget which it is. So these guys are killing really slow, kind of. See, nothing's working. You have to, when HotKeyNet locks up like that, you have to restart it. And so, when you're debugging HotKeyNet, just make sure you turn that panel off. Otherwise, you too will lock up. And now you see it's working just fine. Have got any armor smithing books, or do you need the quest to get those on? No, the armor smithing books drop off. You're talking about the top half and bottom half? Yeah, they drop here. I've deleted them many times. Yeah, we killed the Baron. By the way, NNJ3K, we killed the Baron the other day. It was good. It was easy. It was fine. We lost a few people, but we also weren't quite as geared as we are now. A few more Elbers, and much more importantly, Sholomance runs later, and our 40 man is looking strong, and it's doing higher DPS on trash than my VG raid does with all of their T1 gear and ZG gear. So it seems strong. But so yeah, maybe there's some strategy where you can hide in the ziggurat on strat and when you need to take a break, and the eye won't spawn when you're down there. Just got to learn the ins and outs of that. It's not as big a deal as I'm making of it. It's just something I would like to be more Blizz-like. Now, on the other hand, the Fire Lord issue is a big deal for me. That's definitely going to continue even after I'm T1 geared. That's going to continue to hurt my enjoyment of the game. I suspect. You're saying that the eyes of Nax are static placed, they're stealthed, and they are in the same spots everywhere? Is this like some workaround they did to actually make them work on with the core that they're using? Because that's not how Eyes of Nax work in vanilla. I will experiment with that. I will see what's going on there. Because maybe this is just some ad hoc script support that they made because they didn't actually have Eyes of Nax working on this core. Sure. Well, yeah, that's okay. That's just normal though in a J3K. Eyes of Nax only spawn after the second gate, but here they spawn a lot. Big deal, Todd. Shut up, man. Stop being such a whiner. Yeah, I mean, if I went into everything that was wrong with VG, we'd be here all night. But the nice thing about VG is when things are wrong, they're usually wrong. They usually err in the direction of making things easier, not making things harder. There are notable exceptions, but I would say most of the time they err in the direction of making things more convenient for the players. And my whole thing is, look, we're trying to make a Blizz-like server, right? Everybody wants a Blizz-like server, but within reason. I mean, most people really don't want to level at 1x, and so a lot of servers offer, like this one, offer concessions to vanilla WoW and give you leveling that's faster than 1x. Because let's face it, 1x leveling was strangely slow. Even, I mean, especially by today's standards. So if you're going to start making concessions like that, you should really leave the door open for certain other concessions. Like, you know, if you prove you can kill all the trash in Molten Core, by killing all the trash in Molten Core, you should not be hit over the head with a mallet every 10 minutes with more trash. You've already proven you can clear all the trash with Molten Core. Why spawn more trash every few minutes? That doesn't make it more fun. That makes it less fun. And again, my analogy with the baseball umpires. Nobody comes to a baseball game to watch the umpires ump. The umpires need to be there, all right? They're an important part of the game. And they sometimes are, you know, they sometimes make or break a game. But nobody comes to see them. In just the same way, nobody comes to raids to kill trash. They come to kill bosses. The trash is part of the game. It maybe needs to be there, although Blizzard figured out it doesn't need to be there in AQ20 and went in a different direction, which I loved. Oh gosh. But that's fine. I think we should definitely not err on any server on the side of making trash harder. If you're going to err on the side of making trash easier / less important. Because trash ain't gonna drop your purples. It ain't trash dropping your purples. It's bosses dropping your purples, and that's why we're there. Although trash drops some BOE purples, it has to be admitted. And in defense of Project Azeroth, the trash on Project Azeroth seems to have mechanisms that generally work correctly and are a huge challenge. And a lovely challenge, really. I mean, it was very satisfying to be able to kill trash consistently for the first time. And it's still a challenge for me. I mean, my gear is nowhere near up to a level where everybody's pre-raid BIS. And it's still going to be quite a challenge going into months from now to consistently clear trash without, without wiping. Which one knocks my ass off this ledge? It's probably the elite, huh? I'm just gonna get knocked back. Nope, it's the veterans. Get over here, buddy. Let's just burn some people down. So, but tonight I am answering questions about 5-minute multiboxing, about code. I did write a lot of code today. I got rid of the need for Zorlins, the Zorlins add-on, and I got rid of the need for the Race Auto Shot add-on. That's all integrated into my stolen, really, into my 5-minute multiboxing smextend.lua file. So eventually, and I got rid of parts of lazy pigs that were needed. So eventually I'll be able to give you one file, an smextend.lua file. You can plug that into Supermacro, which will always be around. It'll even be around in Classic WoW in some form or another. And go to town. Why do I keep looting with that guy? I really should kill more of this trash because I actually do need the money. So I will. I have better shoulders than this. I keep putting my Valor shoulders on. I still have my Valor shoulders. I guess I have my fire gear on. Let me put my better shoulders on. I got my stone form shoulders. They're badass. Looking for my might belt from Molten Core. Anyway, having said all that, I was perfectly comfortable sitting at the beginning of Molten Core and waiting for repops. That was fine. I did that for a while too, and just killed trash after trash after trash. And one of the nice things about the repops in Molten Core, after complaining about it for 20 minutes just now, is that all the mobs don't repop at the same time. So you have that 2 and 3 pull at the beginning, just past the first bridge. Like one will repop, you know, but the Core Hound repop time is peppy. Those guys repop a lot. If somebody can find the dial on that and like spin it down and break it off, I'd be very grateful. It doesn't help that I really don't know how to fight Core Hounds. I never have learned, and I could use some coaching there. I'm sure there are much better methods than I'm using to take those suckers out. All right, we're going to jump down to Ren, but you have to dismiss your pets. I have seen pets jumping in this core release, all right, which is very exciting to me, by the way. I love seeing pets jumping. Is he out of food? No, he's not out of food. Feed your pet. Damn you, feed your pet. Don't let your pet be unhappy. Pets do jump off ledges with you. In Elbers, for example, I was jumping off ledges quite happily, even tall ones, and my pets were jumping with me. But for some reason on this Ren fight, your pets will not jump with you. They will instead pull every damn body in the instance into the rend area and force you to deal with it. Deal with it. Let me bring my pet dismiss out on everybody's bar. Put it in the same spot. You know, some of the I don't do everything in 5-minute multiboxing for you. I don't set up everything for you. Some of the stuff is kind of manual. You know, you kind of set your setup the way you like it, and you keep it that way. Like I'll put my dismiss pet out, you know, 4 down from the far left bar, so I can just tilde click it. I'll tell you what, one of the things I really miss from vanilla is how they dealt with hunter pets. And, you know, obviously they did it their way. They did it their way. And that is, if your hunter pet dies, in 30 seconds, you can call him again. Now, he will suffer all the effects of having died. He will be less happy and blah, blah, blah. But you do not have to sit there and cast Revive Pet during combat. You do get a 30-second penalty, but, oh my god, I just called them all again. What am I doing, Todd? What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Get rid of them all. And the Warlocks need to dismiss their pets. I think the Warlocks will also fuck us over. We only have one Warlock here. Okay, so Rend. I'm going to give you guys some Rend tips for multiboxing. Probably proceed to wipe. Alright, first tip. That area back there by the eggs, I'm going to make my guy a little bigger. That area in the back corner by the eggs, that's no bueno. Don't go there. Those eggs are live. You will pop those whelps during the fight. Okay? So don't do that. Second tip. The fight starts when you cross right about here in the room. Not even halfway into the room. You will start the script and the guys will start coming whether you are ready for it or not. Third tip. When you, let's say you wipe on Rend and he's standing in the middle waiting for you to have another go. You will still start the script again if you cross the middle of the room. Okay? So if you jump down on that side of the room or you cross the middle of the room during your fight, guess what's going to happen? All those dragonkin and whelps are going to come out again. That's just the way it's set up. So don't do that. Fight Rend over here. So I've never killed Rend so far on the server while in one shot, you know. I wiped on the Gith fight and killed Gith, but Rend was doing his whirlwinds and stuff. Rend does some very nasty whirlwinds, and you cannot let Rend whirlwind your stack, otherwise it is a wipe. So think of it like Nax, the Death Knight pulls. The Death Knight is not allowed to whirlwind your stack or your people at all, otherwise your people die. Alright, this is Rend. We Rend without Fortitude because I don't have any reagents, so who knows how this is going to go. And what I'm going to do, my strategy today is I'm using a bit of a different strategy. I'm not going to sleep. What's up, Beard Lad? I'm not going to sleep the Dragonkin as they come forward. I am just going to off-tank them. Maybe I will sleep them. I'll sleep them when they cross this line. I'm mainly going to off-tank them and make the Chromatic Whelps come forward so that they have to engage with my hunters. And if the Chromatic Whelps engage with my hunters, they will die fast. And then when the human and Dragonkin packs start coming out, I will step forward and sheep the humans. Very easy. Quick, painless. Let's bring my rogue forward and get this party started. And I will off-tank one of the Dragonkin with Fury Swipes. If Fury Swipes would be so kind as to go over there. Whoa, it helps not to get out of heal line of sight. Did a whelp go down there? Both Rage Tail and Flame Tongues are there. Come here, Fury Swipes, you dumbass. Yellowstone's dead. Let's res him because we need our Hunters up. Stormhammer's dead now, because this is going just swimmingly. Interrupt that flame buffet. That's for a Stormhammer. No, no. Not using Stormhammer. Come on, suck us. Alright, let's try this again better this time. I keep line of sighting my healers. That's not a great strat. Not a super good strat, bro. God, line of sighting my healers. Yeah, so this strategy needs a little bit of work. When I killed him the first time, I didn't do this. I actually just fought toe to toe in the middle of the arena. But I still feel like this is better. Although I don't know why I changed two things. I changed two things here. I added 5 hunters who would be great at fighting toe to toe in the middle of the arena, and so I'm going to go back to toe to toe right now. And maybe I'll even use a soul stone next time. That'd be kind of smart. But yeah, I do want to kill Rend tonight. I would like to do that. Mostly because I want to get through to the Beast one more time, and the General one more time, and that's definitely going to happen. This is all going to happen. Rend will go down. I think what I'll do is I'll send refill back for some reagents though, so we get fortitude on everybody. And does Fury Sweat do my... Let's see if these guys, do they have all their sheet? Not really. They've pretty much used up all their stuff in an evening of Molten Core, so I'm going to send them back too. That's a lot of buffs that we're missing right now. How about my mage? Does he have his arcane powder? He's got 58 arcane powder. That's good enough for tonight. And I can just, by way of commerce, I'll just give these guys who have to go buy some stacks of stuff, I'll just give them greens to sell. Greens and gray weapons. Those are the ones that you really want to sell. Anyway, bottom line, still loving life on VG. Have every intention of staying here for the long haul and giving it a good shot. And growing with the server. You know, every server goes through changes in growth and stuff like that. You know, this is a multi-boxing server. All right, make no mistake. The server is catering to the multi-boxing crowd to a large extent, and I love that. I mean, I feel like I'm home. And who doesn't like feeling like they're home? Okay, we are sending back. We are sending back Moonlight, Starfire. We're going to give them some. Wait, let's give them some loot first. Trade with Starfire. Have some damn loot. What's bonging at me? Something's bonging at me. Oh, that's soulbound. That loot's no good. That loot's good. Plate loot's good. Shields are good. Boom. You got enough. Moonlight. Moonlight, you can take that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Don't take that. Take that. Ooh, defense ring. I should put that on. That's plenty good. And Jindu, you need to go buy a ton load of stuff, so I may just give you money. If I had money, I would give it to you. Sorry, Jindu. If I had money, you know you'd be the first guy I'd give it to, man. I love you, Jindu. You're awesome, bro. But dude, we're poor. We're from the poor side of town. This is a side of town they call Project Azeroth Town. It's the wrong side of the railroad tracks. See if you can sell some of this stuff. Hey, there's an Of the Bear necklace. That's probably worthy of somebody. Alright, let's pop that portal one more time. Why a multi-screen? Oh, who wants a... Nobody wants multi-screen, do they? There you go. Oh, that's kind of boring. Dang. That doesn't tell the story, does it? Let's get out of here. Why a multi-screen? I mean, it's kind of take it or leave it. If it doesn't, you know, float your boat or whatever, I totally get that, and I understand that. But I'm broadcasting my whole screen just so that you see, so that people who, you know, just glance at my streams know that, oh, all right, this is something different than I've seen. I've seen a lot of multi-boxers with 5 windows open, but okay, this guy's got 15 windows open, or 20 windows open, or 40 windows open. That's different. I'll glance at his stuff for a second, and you know, maybe by glancing at my stuff for a second, you get the fever. You got a fever, and the only cure is multiboxing. Get that fever. Selling some stuff, but I do know that everything is really small on your screen and you can't really see much, so apologies in advance for that. Screw Journeyman's backpacks. I may be a beggar, but I'm a choosing beggar. Have you ever gone to the subreddit Choosing Beggars? It's great, man. I'm a choosing beggar. Frost resistance ring goes to the vendor. Oh, I'm rich now, baby. I'm rich now. I could turn on buy stacks and just buy my crap. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to call that function script buy stacks. Oh, I got to have the vendor open. Oh, I didn't buy it. Probably because I don't know. I don't know why. Oh, duh. Script set MB true. Is that right? Oh my gosh, I'm thinking tickle. Equal true. I program in 2 different languages. And you don't use set in Lua, damn it. MB by stacks equals true. Screw you. Oh, look at all those sacred candles. I just burned through all my gold. No, I didn't. But I did buy all my sacred candles. So, Moonlight, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to set MB by stacks true. Set. No, not set. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to full screen for the user. Cell crap, cell crap. 40 shadow spell damage. I might keep that one around. Oh, those are both cells. Cell, 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 Sell. See, now I got enough money to say script, not set, MV buy stacks equals true. Now if I hit the one key with a vendor open, I'll try to buy all my shit. And I did buy all my shit. Booyah! Now this guy. Ooh, you know what? This guy doesn't have a whole lot to sell. I don't know if my little buy stack scam is going to work on him. Intellect and spirit, man. That's pretty nice, actually. Intellect, 6 mana per second. Ooh, I'll take that. Still got to worry about greens. I'm not there yet, bros. Wild Heart crap is terrible. Just sell all your Wild Heart crap. It's terrible, period. Alright, that got me 23 gold. I'm going to do /script MB buy stacks equals true again. I'm going to hit the one key. And it said not enough money. Oh, not enough money. Let's give this poor sap 10 gold. See, it is this guy. Give this guy some money. Can't be off by much. I'll give him 7 gold. All right, one key. Oh yeah. Okay, he has all his ironwood seeds, and he bought all his. All right, excellent. And it is that simple, folks. Yes, it's expensive to buy all your reagents, but raiding runs on money. Not really. Raiding just runs on brute force work. But it can run partially on money. Alright, let's get these guys back. Still got to write some code to easily summon people. Bear Lad, that's what I wanted to hear. That you've been multiboxing and I mean, nothing besides BRD. BRD is a challenging dungeon. Were you 10-manning it or 5-manning it or what? I'm always interested in finding out what other people are doing with multiboxing, even if they're not using my multiboxing code. Somebody was describing their entire Linux setup and how they were multiboxing in Linux, running WoW on Wine, and although it sounded painful, I liked hearing about it because I like multiboxing. It's fun, and it tickles me in a place that a lot of other gaming styles don't. It makes me feel powerful, rich, in charge, and better than you. All right, Rend, you must come down. Okay, we're gonna do the spread out method this time because that seemed to work really well last time. I don't know why I was doing the hide around the corner method. I'm not going to do that method until I vet it out and really try it on a non-streamed session, probably. Try doing strat, and that did not end well. Well, strat is hard. These are 5-manning. Are you running on VG or Project Azeroth or other? Bear Lad. Because that, I mean, that enters into it so much. There's so much you instantly know about someone's experience by knowing what private server they're running on. VG. All right. VG strat is extremely hard. All right. It's the skeletons, they flee when they're damaged. They pull more skeletons. They yeah, they just make they make it a long day for you. If you load up and you know, there are some problems with VG that make strat even harder, and like the bug gates, you know, the insect gates. It certainly doesn't help things that the insect gates don't work well, and you'll get more than your share of wipes right at the insect gates, you know, going through and then having such a large aggro range for the things on the other side, and then you have to fight with your back, not against the insect gate, otherwise you'll get swarmed with more insects. But you have to make sort of a beachhead there. Yeah. The bug respawn rate is super fast, so you have to have your AoE correct, and you have to get out as soon as the gate opens once. You got to get the hell out of there and stay out of bug activation range. It's not fun, man. It's not fun, but there is absolutely no maintenance or changes on that server. There is only banning people and maintaining the player base interaction. There are no fixes incoming. There is no great leader who is going to make their server better again. Whatever. None of that's happening. So you get what you pay for. Actually, you get less than you pay for there, because they make, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars a month with donations. And they really don't do any sort of ticket servicing. Which is not to say it's still not fun. It's still great fun. Come on. I've spent a solid year on that server with absolutely no you know, fixes or changes as far as I could tell that whole cussed time. Alright, folks, let's do some, you know what, I'm going to make Fury Swipes just a bit bigger, because he's kind of important in this fight. Let's do some better. We're going to put a Soul Stone on a Reser. The Reser we will put a Soul Stone on is Jindu. Just so we can maybe reset faster. I don't know. I don't know whether running back is faster on the server or rezzing is faster. I think sometimes rezzing is longer than running back and just, you know, doing whatever. Alright, great. Let's buff up. Why wasn't I buffing up before? Just wasting time. To get the gear for your guys, yeah, you're doing the wrong thing. You should not be getting the gear in 5-mans. Just go into ZG and start learning how to kill packs with just 5 guys. It can be done. Work on the first 3 packs or so. Get money by selling bijous and coins, or use the bijous and coins to get reputation, so you can get the very nice few pieces that you get out of just reputation for ZG. But most importantly, go to Silithus and kill the Twilight cultists, learn to kill the dukes and even the Silithus bosses, and get the good gear off the dukes for sure. You can do that. Anybody can. And you can gear up with that Silithus gear very, very well. Alright, I'm scared, but we're going to do this. I'm going to move my guys up just a little bit. Alright, Furious Swipes, you're going to get him. And let's just make sure Furious Swipes gets his guy this time. And separate them. You can interrupt that first Flame Buffet, but try and separate them. He's on Death Wish. And just blaze them down. And as soon as one's blazed down, just go to the whelps. You should be targeting whelps or you are wrong. Now I've experimented with code that targets the whelps first and foremost, and it kind of works, but it's more trouble than it's worth, honestly. Wave 1's done. That went okay. Put your finger on F4. Drive your druid tank. Make sure your druid tank pulls and is tanking. That's off tanking. That's done with the F4 button. And I'm not interrupting my flame buffets. So that's not cool. And Shift 5, make your hunters res any pet who's dead. Interrupt that flame buffet. Make sure your hunters are rezzing pets who are dead, because that's what this fight's all about. Notice cat is number 1. Ah, he rezzed him. Long time between waves. Oh my gosh, cat, get back here. Interrupt those flame buffets. Whoa, who's pulling? Yellowstone. Fandath. Interrupt that flame buffet. Get these guys away from here. Oh my gosh, Furious Swipes is in trouble. Furious Swipes in big trouble. Probably doesn't even have his fire gear on. Well, we're going to have to go with that Furious Swipes because my rebirths are down, surely. So we're going to be one tanking this. So I am going to res that cat. Definitely res that cat. I'm going to sleep one of those guys. Hopefully he's asleep. If he's not asleep, that's no bueno. Get over here, sucker. Now I've got 2 guys assigned to sleeping him. Maybe they will do their jobs now. Yeah, he was asleep. Just assign both guys to sleeping. Let me see if I can res really quick. Oh, geez, forget it. Get back here. Okay, maybe he'll fall asleep. Oh god. Feign death faster. Well, that turned south fast. Mostly because Fury Swipes was not wearing his fire gear, maybe? Where's your fire gear, Fury Swipes? I know he has some. He has a fire ring. Give him his fire ring next time. He was getting hammered by the fire damage. Plus, Eversmall apparently has not repaired, so I gotta send him back. How could Eversmall have not repaired? My goodness. Okay, Badlands lives! Okay, Todd, note to self. Feign death faster. That went much better, and this next pull is going to go even better than that. We're going to get through those first 3 waves of the double flame scales. Those are the hard waves. All the rest of the waves are very easy because you can simply sheep the human, assuming your mage survives. And once you get to the human waves, you're pretty much home free as long as everybody's in pretty good order. Are the 10-man and 15-man stuff easier to do? Always. Always it is easier to roll 10 and 15 and 20 and 25 and 30 and 40 man. Everything, it's easier than 5-man, because with 5-man, you know, you can make a lot of mistakes that are unforgiven. With 10-man, you can make mistakes, but there's a lot of play in the system, and you can bounce back from your mistakes. When you make a mistake in 5-man, usually somebody dies, and if somebody dies, then you've lost 20% of your raid, and it's much harder, and it's soon you'll have lost 40% of your raid, and then try finishing with 60% of your raid intact. It's very difficult. So, yeah. Plus, when you have 10-man, 15-man, 20-man raids, you've got this combined arms effect that, you know, brings a lot to the table. You know, where you couldn't have a Shadow Priest putting the Shadow debuff on a target because you couldn't afford it in a 5-man, you'll have that Shadow Priest putting the Shadow debuff. Aw, really? You guys were too far forward, so you started the script? Alright, fine. One of them died, I'll res him. But let's send Eversmall back to home base. So from a gaming perspective, it is a gaming advantage to have, you know, 10-man and 15-man versus a, you know, a scaled down version of that dungeon and only have 5-man. And if you can get your 10-mans going, then you are way ahead of the game, sir. Watch my son's 10-man run through of Sholomance. It is amazing, and he's gotten even better since he did that video. You'll see him run through Sholomance in an hour and a half. Every boss, no wipes. No run back wipes. I think he did wipe once, but the shaman picked everybody up. No run backs. So who am I? Fucking unbelievable. Ever smile. He tells you how to do he walks you through every room, every fight, every trash, every boss, and tells you how it's done. And if you watch that video, you will be doing very well in Sholomance, which, by the way, you pretty much don't need to run any other dungeon. There's plenty to be had for everybody. It's very high level, and you can get a great amount of gear in a 10-man run. Just a tremendous amount of gear in a 10-man run in Sholomance. That's right, Bear Lad. Those are how you gear up on VG in patch 1.12. That is the fastest way to gear up, is going to Silithus and doing the Twilight Cultist Windstones. It's basically handing gear to people in the know. That's basically it. For people who know about it, it's free gear. And later, when you have a full 25 or 30-man team, all the way up to 40, you can do those raid bosses. And I have videos for, I think, almost all of them. Maybe all of them. I don't know. You can look up my old videos. I show you how to do the Silithus bosses. Some of the bosses are harder than others. Keep that in mind. You'll do some bosses early, no problem, and other bosses it'll take you a bit longer to master. But each boss has a chance of dropping an epic item. Only a chance, but you know, I still use one or two of those items in my raid today. They're not great. It's not great stuff. All right, don't go in there thinking, oh man, here's my AQ40 gear. No. Think mediocre molten core level stuff. Can you lockpick the viewing room door? I think you can. You could back in live. And that's one thing I think Eli wants to try. Eli did figure out a very kludgy method to get into the viewing room without clearing everything before the viewing room if you have a key. He did figure out a funny workaround to getting in there. And it has something to do with, I forget what it was. It has something to do with shackling one of the mobs down there and having everybody else, they run off into Sholomance and they try to get up to you. Meanwhile, you have the rest of your raid jump down and you unlock the door and you step through and you run down to the Dark Master's area and you wait for everybody to come running back and wipe you. You have a shaman there, he picks you all up, now you're in the Dark Master's room. I told him to make a video of that as he was doing it, but he wasn't sure it was going to work, so he didn't do it. That was a good pickup. Alright guys, full reel this time. Rend all the way to at least wiping on Gith. We'll get it. I mean, we're not like, this is not a super great geared raid still. We're talking lots and lots of greens. If I do /find crap gear, which reports every green or empty slot on every person in the raid. You can see I've got lots of empty slots. Pages goes back quite a bit. Everybody's reporting a good amount of crap gear. we've got a tip. Got a tip on the line. Tell them to try this. Make everyone stand downstairs out of the way. Maybe they won't get in combat. Have a mage do a bunch of blizzards from the bridge. He might even be able to run out and not die, then summon in. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying there. Run out of where and not die? Oh, run out of the instance because the instance entrance is so close there. Yeah, that's... Make everyone stand downstairs out of the way, like out of combat. Oh, that's... I like that. I like that. Because there is a very good amount of out of combat in this patch. There's a good amount of out of combat in this patch, which you do not see anywhere in vanilla gaming. That was after they solved almost all out of combat, and basically if someone in your raid pulled somewhere, somehow, anywhere in a raid zone, all of you guys are in combat and they were all gonna die. Okay, I use the F12 button to make everybody form a line in group order. The lines are formed in group order, so everybody's shaman is right next to his group. Very cool. Let's get Fierce Wipes over here, get him ready, get him to put on his fire resist ring if he still has it. Do you still have your fire resist ring, sucker? Yes, he does. Okay. Hopefully he'll be a little more resistant to fire. And we're going to tank up a little further than we were. We definitely want to be out of range of those flame buffets. So, there we go. And let's... Oh, I soulstone somebody, but we didn't use them. I forgot about the soulstone, honestly. I totally forgot about that soulstone. But anyway, Eversmile needed to run back and get armor, so whatever. We're not going to soulstone anybody. This is if we wipe, we wipe. Alright. In 3, 2, 1. Gonna try and interrupt these flame buffets more often. Now we are on the chromatics. And we are going to kill them dead. You're supposed to kill the chromatics first, but I haven't been able to make that work because these Rage Talon and Fire Tongues need to be tanked so hard. Now why can't all the pulls be like that? All pets still alive. Let me try to drink. No drinking. Okay. My mouse is all over the place. Shit. No. Get back here, you bitch. Taunt. Oh yeah. That's some good DPS right there. No, it's not. It's terrible DPS. Okay, that one took a little longer and was a bit more stressful. Because I was slow on my F4 key. Get your finger on the F4 key, bitch. Oh shit, there's a pet down. F4 that bitch. And he did nothing. Why did you just stand there and let him go by? You fucking Fury Swipes. God damn it. Back up. Brutality is just freaking pulling like mad. Oh god. Okay. I was scared there for a second. It's like, the hunters are dead? No, the hunters weren't dead. They were just feigning death. But the kitties are dead. Definitely don't want the kitties to be dead. Okay, this is taking so long. We're definitely not going to get so lucky here. Oh god. 4. Actually, you know what? I'm tanking them better together than freaking Fury Swipes is. Health low though. Last stand. Oh my gosh. Too much. Too tank is too much. Let me see if I can pick this guy up. Yes, no. No. Stressful. Alright, I'm going to give it one more shot. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we're going to have to change something because we can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. So what we're going to do a little differently is we're going to get aggro on the dragonkin and just go nuts on the chromatics. Just go absolutely crazy on the chromatic whelps like we're supposed to. No one's going to shoot the dragonkin until all the whelps are dead. We can interrupt the flame tongues though. Now, I wrote code today to auto accept reses no matter what. And so does Lazy Pigs 1 up from that. It auto accepts reses in every situation. Lazy Pigs won't auto accept a res if you've already released. And for me, that's no good. So let's get this bitch down. So this is what you got to do. I mean, when you're facing a tough fight and you're multi-boxing, you're going to wipe. You're going to wipe over and over again, and you're going to wonder, well, what the hell, man? This other guy could do it. Why can't I do it? And you'll think, oh, man, it's my gear. He has better code than me, or, you know, there's something I don't know about this fight. But a lot of times, because there's very little support, you know, in this very niche part of the gaming world, you've just got to fight through it by yourself. You have to puzzle through it like a hard puzzle, and you just got to keep trying over and over and over until you solve it. And when you do solve it, it's such a great feeling. Bear Lad, your rogue will stop falling when they attack something. That is one thing rogues do. Other classes do that too. Anytime a Shadow Priest does Mind Flay, he will stop following. Just have to get used to the Alt 4 button, sucker. Make them follow again, or use the 1 button to make melee follow you during the fight. But that's the kind of question I'm willing and looking to field tonight, so bring your 5-minute multiboxing or general multiboxing questions to me, and we'll try to work through them even if it's not 5-minute multiboxing. Yep, that is behaving as intended. Alright, talking about my button change today, I did make a button change. Alt 1 now makes everybody who can heal, heal. I do not actually heal anymore when buffing, when doing the setup button, the 1 button. Mostly because it was causing people to heal, then drink, then heal, then drink, and going through water too fast. So I hold the Alt key down to heal. It doesn't work in combat. It's only for setup, but I love it. I really do love it. Still got a lot of buffing to go. And then we are going to pull. And you know what? I am going to, it looks like we are just about done with our Soulstone cooldown. So I won't pull till I can put a Soulstone on. You know what? I really hurt myself with this raid, now that I think of it. I pulled 2 Shaman out of it. And those 2 Shaman were dropping Fire Resist Totem. I think that really hurts. I really do. I think the fire resistance in this fight is really important. Although, you know, I say that, and really most of the damage has probably been done by the stupid lightning nature damage. Let's look at the damage taken from a typical Everglades. Fire Blast, Auto Attack, Flame Buffet, Jindu. Oh wait, Everglades took some from the whelp. Jindu took about 40% from whelps. Not much from the lightning bolt, frostbolt, fireball volley. It's weird because both mobs do fire damage actually. Chromatic whelp, moonlight took very little from the whelps. On the other hand, refill took a ton more from the whelps than anything else. Brutalia took way more from the flame tongue, but the flame tongue was on him the whole time. Okay, how about this? How about I double sleep 1 flame tongue every pull? That is, both my guys are going to be on that flame tongue sleeping him every pull. That would be a change worth trying, I think. And then we just like go to town, leave that one slept, and we go to town on the chromatic whelps. Come on, Jindu. Wake up, buddy. Finish drinking. We're going to try that. We're going to try that really good. I have to make sure I don't actually ignite this whelp egg. Left face. Alright, suckers. Get ready to fight, you motherfuckers. We are pressing keys on a keyboard game. Let's do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the first one to come out, I'm going to put sleep on. Meanwhile, I'm going to... So this guy, I'm going to say sleep twice. And I'm going to open with Alt. And he is hard slapped. Slapped. Now he's out of sleep. Get it back to sleep. Hopefully they will sleep him. They'll keep sleeping him till he sleeps no more. Let's take sleep off. Interrupt the flame buffet. Yellowstone said, oh my gosh. I have got to fucking feign death faster than that. Seriously. There's no excuse for that. That is all my bad play. Okay, Yellowstone's up. Oh, what woke him up? Multi-shot? God, I gotta take multi-shot out of this then. He's still fast asleep though. Better. Interrupt that flame buffet! No, it didn't interrupt. That one interrupted. Stressful, isn't it? Okay, sleep twice. Sleep, sleep, sleep night, nighty night. Stay away from the multi-shots maybe. I'm getting on these whelps, screw it. Ah, he went back to sleep. Get back over here. Get back over here, motherfucker. No, no. You stupid aggro-pulling shaman. F6. Oh yeah, that was a very fast feign death. I learned from my mistakes. Yeah. Any pets dead? Yes. Res those pets. Okay. Double sleep. Taunt this one. Kill the whelps. Kill the whelps. Oh, Fierce Wives is in trouble. Kill the whelps. Oh my god, Fierce Wives is in serious trouble. Oh geez, Fierce Wives is in bigger trouble than I thought. Oh crap! No! Kill everything! And he's on Brutalia. Brutalia's not dead. Taunt doesn't work. Taunt doesn't work. Oh geez. Another group. Double mind tap talismans. Yeah, if we could drink between waves, oh my gosh, this would be so much easier. But I don't remember if you could drink between waves on Vanilla WoW, so I need evidence for them to change anything. What is Mind Tap Talisman? Double Mind Tap Talisman. That sounds interesting. Mind Tap Talisman. What? Really? 11 mana for 5, so 22 mana per 5. So you're saying, my guys, oh, you know what? One thing I did change from last time is I unlimited my healer rank spells. So we're not down ranking heals right now. That has changed from last time. Another thing that's changed from last time is I'm not doubling up tank healers. I was doubling up tank healers last time. I think. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I wasn't. This is only 15 men after all. Is somebody... Oh, you know what? I did not put my soulstone on, so this is Runback City. Well, I don't really have much left to try here. I mean, we're good for a few of the waves, and then we get overwhelmed because we run out of mana. So I think what I have to do is I gotta bring the shaman back. I have to bring one shaman per party back and reduce some of this fire damage by a lot. That's for sure. One shaman per party again. Looking at my party, this was an experimental party. I thought if I stack these overpowered hunters, it would be great. But the hunter pets do die during the fight, so over-relying on hunters is also probably a bad thing. So 2 of these hunters are going to go away, replaced with shaman, and we're going to go back to fairly more conventional setup with more wipe protection. I mean, why are you going into a fight where you're probably going to wipe without wipe protection? That just doesn't even make any sense. So we will get more wipe protection. We will get more. We'll keep working with a balance on this. All right. Probably should launch the rogue. Micromanaging the melee during this fight is probably more than I should need to do. So I'll swap the rogue spot for a ranged damage spot. Get better at feign death when hunters pull. You know, be aware that a hunter is pulling and feign that death fast. And then whatever else I can think of to trick this battle into giving me Ren's loot. I mean, I could always go back to my successful mix that I've already killed Ren with. I guess I was just trying to make it even easier. I guess I was just trying to make it easier on myself to find the formula for the battle. I actually only used 1 hunter in my successful Rend expedition, so I have much gear. I wouldn't say this group has somewhat better gear than then. I mean, I've got Bracers of Might. Obviously, I'm good now. But all right, that's it for me. I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna sign off. I'll look into that double Mind Spring Totem thing. Give everybody a mana Spring Totem at all times. Downrank their spells. Maybe double up the healing on tanks, and we'll give this another shot. I may just give it on recording only, though. So I'm gonna go see my wife, go see my family. Thanks for tuning in. Later.